What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. I'm sitting here jamming. Um, Valued or devalued relationships. Sometimes I listen to people's perspectives on the male-female dynamic. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this in my last video. Shout out to Solo TV 84. If you're not subscribed to him, subscribe to him. I'm sorry about that, bro. I said it in a few other videos. I gotta show you some love. It is what it is. You know, same thing I feel about Harvey Superboy 223. Jay Miller Speaks Out, The Advice Show, Lovely T, Kimberly Frazier, you know, Chrissy, Infinite Wisdom. Just shout out. But let's get back to this. People have put a certain level of value on people and devalue other people. This is when it comes to relationships in your own ethnicity or culture, and ascribing a value when you're interracial dating, because across the board there's a competition. But things are valued in this relationship competition that most people have backwards. You know, we value aesthetics for various biological reasons and various selfish or sexual reasons. We value income for various, not necessarily survival reasons, but also for selfish reasons. But we also value race or culture, or ethnicity, however you want to call it, for various stereotypical reasons or for selfish reasons. Now, bring all that up to say, I noticed that it's an influx, an up and down influx, where people feel they have a high value and they devalue people. And in this, they hide their standards are just a facade. Because if you are one of those people who has, character, integrity, good morals, if you're just a good person, you're going to place value on people that bring value to your life. And you're going to treat them with the same amount of value that they bring to you. But I noticed that when you want something else, you devalue the good things that you have. And, you know, as the old saying goes, you don't miss a good thing until it's gone. So what happens when these kind of people are better than those kind of people, because those are the kind of people I value? Well, the person that's taking care of you, pouring positivity into you, actually loving you for the person that you really are, the person that's there for you, as the pastor said at Muhammad Ali's funeral, were there for you when you were in the mud, not when you were in the winner circle, but when you were there in the mud. We're devaluing those people for some other people who we put value upon. And I think it's just more egotistical, because if you put value on other people and then you aspire to be with those other people, it makes you feel valuable. But when you do that, and you find yourself around these valuable people, in some ways there's no going back. Because a person can find themselves in this new circle that they've aspired to be in, and find that this new circle was an upgrade psychologically for them, but reality was a downgrade from what they had. And then you find yourself justifying the people that you devalue, that you ultimately are trying to run back to, and wanting them to upgrade themselves to where you're at, because misery loves company, and they were there for you when you were in the mud, so they could be there for you when you're quote unquote in the winner circle, right? But you're miserable. Now the problem with that is this: when it comes to a lot of these relationship, male-female type connotations and conversations, it boils down to, back then you didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. And if you consider yourself better than another person, and they're not on your level, then all of a sudden they reach what you perceive as your level or exceed your level. You feel some type of way about that. And instead of accepting this person's progression, growth, or evolution, or just playing out success of their journey, even when they're ahead of you, they're viewed as less than you because they have less value than you do. And that's the problem. Their work can speak for itself, but you don't value them, so you don't value their work. Their stats could stand up above and beyond everybody else's, but you don't value their stats because you just don't value them. And at some point, the reality hits people that I devalued the best and I was left with the rest. And in the justification process of why you did that, you make yourself a fair weather facade of a friend. Because the person that was in the mud with you, you weren't with them when they were in the mud. When you went to the winner circle, quote unquote, you left them in the mud. And then when they were in the mud, they knew that when they get to the winner circle, they were not going to be around you because you left them in the mud. And now, when they're up and you're down, or they're up and you're up, you're not the same people. You're not viewed the same. You're not seen as the same. You don't operate the same. So, and when you lose your value, you can't go back to the people or person that you devalue, because guess what? You would have to say that you're not on their level, which, like I said, it's an egotistical thing earlier. Egos just can't say that. Some people in life just feel that they're better than other people no matter what. This is the male-female thing about, she's better because she's a woman, or he's better because he's a man. It just has nothing to do with your capacity for production or your abilities. It's just simply, it is what it is. Same thing with racially and all that other stuff. This race is better than that race. These people have more money than those people. Now, at some point, the things you value are going to become liabilities. And the things you devalue are going to become assets. That's just the way life works. Everything, has its cycle. And when that cycle hits, are you going to stand in the value that you quote unquote have for yourself or the devalue you have for others, or you're gonna then, which is the problem that most people are having, is when the tables turn, then you turn into an opportunist and you want to be on the winning team, and that's when you're seen as a fake person, a fake motherfucker. That's what I was gonna say. So I'm gonna just say it. When that happens, you're done, son. It's over, son. You through, son. So if we're gonna value each other, I think it's the best idea to value people on their actual actions and not your emotions, their actual abilities and achievements, and not your delusional standards. But that's just my opinion. I'm out.